Hello guys, welcome to this amazing channel. This is Quebec, the only and unique token. Today we see how we can use tensorflow.js to display shapes. And if this is your first time coming here, please don't forget to like the video and to subscribe to this channel. The shape we consider are rectangle and circle, and we try to display them on a black background. The easiest shape to display is a rectangle, and to create a rectangle of width 80 pixel and height 60 pixel, we'll try to use a tensor of similar shape. Let's create that tensor. For this tensor, we try to use tf.once and give the shape 60 for the height, 80 for the width, and 3 pixel for the number of channels. And then also we try to use int 32 for the data type. So since we are trying to create a tensor of white color, then all the pixel values should be 255. So with this multiplication operator, the data type will be again back to float. So we need to cast it to int32 again. Well, actually, we don't need to use the first initial int32 because it would have been enough to cast it to int32. But that's okay. So now we have our tensor, which is already a rectangle of a white rectangle of height 60 pixel, of width 80 pixel. Now, if we want um, to have the black all around this tensor, so we try to pad this tensor with black values, meaning that all the pixels around the initial white color that we displayed should have a zero values. So now let's try to pad this tensor. So we'll use the pad operator. I use 170 for padding around the height and 110 around the width. And that there won't be any padding around the channel. And then the padding values will be 0. That will have a black color around the rectangle. So now what we're trying to do is now to create a canvas on which we try to display the tensor. So we create document.create element. We create a canvas tag. Now we use tf browser dot to pixel to display our canvas, to display the tensor on the canvas. And I will append this canvas to the body element. Now we already created our tensor and containing a white rectangle on a black display. Now we try to see what it looks like. So first, for this one, we try to launch our server to serve the content of our directory. And now if we navigate to the URL of our server, we'll see that we have a white rectangle surrounded by a black color. So that's where we have uh, a rectangle shape displayed. Now let's try to do the same thing and to display a circle. So to display this circle, I wrote a circle class because to display a circle, we need to write code on the backend here using WebGL. So with this circle class, we use the mathematical circle formula, which is s square plus y square minus radius square inferior to 0. So now we'll try to compile that circle, the shader of the circle. So now let's try to create our tensor. So again, we create a tensor of shape uh, 300. This is the height, 400 for the width, and 3 for the number of channels. We use int32 as the data type. So to compile it, we define the shader we use. So the output of the compilation would be tf.backend.compile, compile and run. So like previously, we tried to display a canvas. And now if you navigate to the URL of the server, we will have a white circle. That's all I got for you guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Before you know it, I'll be here with another tutorial. Until the next one.